Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kyle Ricker back at you with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the new Target exclusive WWE Elite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures. Yeah, I'm actually pretty stoked for these. I mean, these figures are pretty sick. I mean, I do have a little experience growing up with the Ninja Turtles over the years, and plus these figures just look really freaking cool. So I've been on the hunt for them and finally found these bad boys. I'm actually pretty excited to have these. So as you see, we got the entire Series 1 here. We got Roman Reigns as Shredder. We got Kofi Kingston as Michelangelo. And finally, our good buddy Xavier Woods as Donatello. So yeah, pretty solid wave here for Series 1. I'm actually very excited to have these and open them up. But of course, first things first, take a look at these awesome packaging. Now, I freaking love the packaging. For you mint on card collectors, this is definitely a set that is definitely going to stand out in your collection as these beautiful pieces mint on card. I mean, heck, I may actually track down another set of these and actually keep them mint on card. Like I said, these are actually pretty cool. All right, starting off with Roman Reigns here. As you see, we got the, instead of like a actual photo of Roman Reigns, we got like an animated picture of him right there. Of course, it says Roman Reigns, Nickelodeon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It would be cool if they did what Jazzwares did with their AEW Street Fighter figures, where it said like the name of the wrestler and it said as whoever. So it would have been cool if it said Roman Reigns as Shredder or something like that. It was, so you got all that. Of course, on the side we got Ninja Turtles Elite Collection Nickelodeon. Got a picture of Roman Reigns there. Of course, on the side we got Roman Reigns Certified Authentic. Of course, Elite Collection there. And on the back we got this very cool picture here of all the characters. Of course, we got Roman Reigns up there, Shredder. We got Cody Rhodes as Casey Jones, and then we got the 4 Turtles in there. We got Kofi Kingston as Michelangelo, Seth Rollins as Leonardo, of course, Xavier Woods as Donatello, and Rey Mysterio as Raphael. Very much looking forward to Series 2 with Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Rey Mysterio. Then we got a little blurb down there about this collab. You can pause right there if you want to read. Yeah, so there's Roman Reigns. Kofi Kingston, basically the same. It's basically just like the artwork, the only difference. Of course, we got Kofi right there. Of course, the pretty cool picture of Kofi there. Of course, Kofi Kingston on the side there, and then the same picture on the back there. Unfortunately, mine was a little damaged, like as far as the box goes. And then on to Xavier Woods. Same thing, picture of Xavier right there. Of course, picture of Xavier in his Donatello gear. Pretty cool. I actually still think it's pretty sweet that Kofi and Xavier actually wore these two outfits, actually most recently on Raw, to kind of promote these figures. That's pretty cool. So it's not just a real collab anymore. Roman Reigns, as cool as it would be to kind of see him this gear, it would look very silly. It would actually remind you of Karrion Kross back in 2020 during his first run on the main roster when he had that goofy mask and everything. That's basically what Roman Reigns would look like. Roman Reigns would look like if he wore this on TV. Anyways, that about does it for the packaging. So let's open these bad boys up and see what we have. We'll be right back. We have Roman Reigns, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods out of their packaging. And like I said, these figures are pretty freaking sweet. And like, honestly, I love the way these figures turned out. And it's actually a pretty cool collab as well. This might be my favorite collab that they've done so far. Like, I would say I like these a lot more than the Ghostbusters and also the Masters of the Universe collab that they did not that long ago. So these are pretty sweet. And definitely this is actually much better than the previous collab they did with Ninja Turtles, where it was the Ninja Turtles themselves dressed up as wrestlers. Whereas this time it's the wrestlers wearing gear inspired by the characters. Like, I like that more. Anyways, let's get right into it. First up, we're going to start off with, of course, the figure that pretty much everybody loves from this set, Roman Reigns. This seems to be like the fan favorite of the wave in terms of him selling out the quickest and also the most expensive on the secondary market. And I don't blame him. This figure is pretty freaking badass, might I say. His accessories comes with 3 pairs of hands. He's got the fists. We got the standard grips. And we got the pointing fingers for, you know, acknowledge me. Of course, we got the shoulder armor here attached to a cape. If I can remove it here. Yeah, the shoulder armor here just clips onto his little biceps. Got the spikes on the side, and on the back has the cape with the Roman Reigns logo on the back there. Pretty cool, and actually nice material. So it just slides under his hair, and you can just clip it onto his shoulders. That's pretty sweet. We got classic Shredder. We got a little blade here on his arm, which can slide right off his arm, but you might need to take his hand off. Yep, take his hand off. And then it slides right off of his arm gauntlet. And of course, you also have to take off the gauntlet too, because it really gets in there. And then put his hand back on. Great, here's the blade. Very basic. Nice sculpting on it. It is like a rubber blade, so don't worry. It would have been cool if it was maybe like a hard plastic and it had like a little bit more painted detail into it, although that would probably wouldn't pass child safety tests. So I'm not surprised that this is rubber, so that's fine. Of course, we get the red lei here, which we've seen before with some of his other figures, so no surprise. He's got this wicked awesome face mask, which definitely reminds you of the Shredder mask. Hey, look at the detail on that. That's really cool. And it comes right off. It just slides in between his hair, revealing his pretty smirk. And then finally, he's got this like little like skirt, I guess you could say. And it does have the Roman Reigns logo on the side there. It does unclip from the back here. Yes, I take that off. And then some Velcro here to remove that. So yeah, like I said, it's got the Roman Reigns logo on the back there. I can imagine this is probably going to be a pain in the butt to clip that back in place, so I'm probably going to regret taking that off. And then underneath, it's just your stereotypical Roman Reigns elite figure. The only difference really is just he's got the Roman Reigns symbol painted above his eye. Like I said, underneath, very standard Roman Reigns. Like I said, great face. We've seen this face scan before. A couple of his elite figures have this. A couple of basics have it. I think his Ultimate Edition has this too. That's cool. Have the tribal chief. I mean, his tribal tattoo. Yeah, classic tribal chief. Of course, the red gauntlet. Of course, the black gauntlet. Standard black tactical pants and the red shoes. Oh, his red boots. Excuse me. Got the Roman Reigns symbol doing the Superman punch. And of course, the Roman Reigns logo on the inside there. Both sides there. And they actually gave him the Ultimate Edition style boots here because he's got the toe articulation. So that's actually pretty cool. So the tribal chief here, Roman Reigns, definitely pretty sweet figure. Loving this. So Roman Reigns right there, he gets 5 stars, you know, for me right there. Like I said, I love the figure, like the accessories and everything. Honestly, really no complaints. Now into Kofi Kingston as Michelangelo here. With his accessories, we get a weapons rack. Now the package, the little base here is actually flipped backwards, but I think to stabilize it better, you better have it this way. Just a little weapons rack. Pretty sweet. He's got some interchangeable hands, he's got these standard grips, and some more open hands here. And of course, classic Michelangelo, you gotta have the nunchucks. It is a separate piece, so you can swing them around if you really want to. Pretty cool role playing there. And they feel like a decent plastic, so I'm not too worried about these breaking. However, still be careful over time. Because the orange plastic here for the chain, it's like a little bit translucent. And translucent plastic isn't the most durable, so still, I'd be careful with that. Of course, this I thought was probably the coolest thing they did here. If I zoom in here on the face. And that is Seth Rollins, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. They each have these glasses on. And the way they designed them, it's like they transfer over to basically almost like the bandana that the Turtles have. But like the eye bandana. So I definitely like how they do that. So it's like sunglasses, but it transfers over into like a bandana. So and that can come right off. There we go. Yes, there's Kofi's. And then he's got a vest here with the Turtles designs on it, of course, with the shell on the back, of course, the little bandana on the back here, and the shell on the front, and that comes off very easily. And there's Kofi ready for action. With the face, I can't remember if we've seen this face before, and if it's a new face, that's fine. Still a really nice face. I like the expression. I think it looks like him. Do you have a little bit of orange? Looks like an orange bandana in the ponytail here. Nice job on the ponytail as well. Of course, love the torso. Got some orange bicep bands, which I'm sure if you took the hands off, you could remove these, just slide them all the way down his arms if you really want to. Of course, he does have his bicep tattoo and the back tattoos as well. Then moving down to his gear. Of course, got the turtle insignia on the front there. Of course, got the shell on his butt. Got some orange and black designs, obviously inspired by Michelangelo. Moving and went all the way down to his orange, black, and green sneakers. Kind of don't like that he switched to sneakers now. I miss the kick pads he used to wear. So Kofi Kingston, nice. His joints feel a little stiff, a little bit, but again, very solid figure. I would say I give him 5 stars too. And then last but not least, we got Xavier Woods here. Same thing as Kofi, he's got a weapons rack here, but we do get an additional weapon accessory too. It's like a little pipe, which if I take those off, you can actually connect these together to make an even longer pipe. I guess you could say like staff, I guess. And then if you want, you could just click them right here onto the rack here for storage. And it's basically the same weapons rack that Kofi came with, except the little clips here are different. And again, same thing, I recommend having the base like in this direction as opposed to the opposite like it is in the package. Like Kofi, he's got 2 pairs of hands, got the standard grips, and the more open hands as well. And of course, since Xavier is being inspired by Donatello, of course he's got all purple. We got the purple bow staff, which Donatello always carries around. Very basic sculpting and paint on it, just a standard purple. And then once again, just like Kofi, he does have the glasses, which transfer over into the headband. Take that off. And then same as Kofi, he's got the vest, basically the same vest, just the only difference is the purple. And that comes off very easily. And here's Xavier, ready for action. Starting off with the face, we've seen this face before. Which I think his last Elite, I think, had it. I think it was Elite 97, which I reviewed, the regular and the chase of it. Yeah, it's cool to see this face again. Nice. I like the addition of the purple here in his hair. Of course, same torso. He's got the purple and green armbands here and wrist tape. Basically the same gear as Kofi, except we got the purple instead of the orange. Got the purple and green kick pads. Nice. I still think it's actually pretty cool that Kofi and Xavier actually wore this gear on Raw. So it definitely adds a little bit more marketing to these figures. They get people to buy them. Like if they're not like interested in the collab, I was like, hey, they might get them because they like seeing the gear on Raw. So Xavier, I'd say I give him 5 stars too. Articulation is the same for standard Elite figures. I'll go over it with Roman Reigns here. Of course, head rotates side to side, can go up and down. Arms rotate, go in and out. Bicep, double jointed elbow, wrist, and the hinge of the wrist. Of course, the ab crunch, waist, legs forward and back, in and out, thigh, double jointed knee. So with the boot, hinge at the ankle pivot. Now Roman Reigns here has the toe articulation, whereas Kofi and Xavier do not. But it's the same articulation for the other two, for Kofi and Xavier. However, I think it's on Kofi, his joints are very stiff. I mean, like you almost can't move them. I would say these figures, very sweet. Very glad to have these. Definitely looking forward to Series 2. So quick final thoughts. Overall, I freaking love these figures. These figures rock. Like, loving this collab. Love what Mattel has done with these figures. I would say definitely, yeah, Roman Reigns is probably my favorite. I mean, it's no wonder he's like the most expensive on the secondary market and the hardest one to find from what I've seen. I always love what they did with it. Love the accessories. Like the designs they did for the outfits. Very, very cool. Only complaints I have with these, I would say, is minor tight joints on Kofi and Xavier. And also be careful with the translucent plastic on the chains on Kofi's nunchucks. But aside from that, these are very awesome figures. So if you can find these bad boys at your local Target or get them online for a good price, they're a little pricey. I would say go for it, especially if you're a fan of both properties, WWE and Ninja Turtles. Because even if you don't collect turtles, these are still very cool figures to have. I mean, I don't collect turtles, but I grew up with the turtles, and also I appreciate like these classic nostalgic properties. So I had to have these as soon as I found them. So if you can snatch them up, grab them. I cannot wait for Series 2 with Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Rey Mysterio. Hopefully we get Series 3. I'm hoping we get a Series 3 with maybe April O'Neil, maybe Splinter, maybe Bebop and Rocksteady. I think that'd be pretty cool. And plus, I'm actually curious what wrestlers they would choose to basically be those characters. So that'd be fun. Anyways, either way, like I said, very excited for them. It's a great start for the first wave. So if you can grab them, snatch them up. You won't regret it. Awesome figures. These might be some of my favorite figures of the year. Anyways, that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to ring that bell so you don't miss a single review. And stay tuned for more reviews. Not just WWE action figures, but AEW action figures, toy hunts, stop motions, some shorts, and a whole lot more. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, remember, you can't touch my dream and you can't touch my soul. I'm out. Take care, guys. Bye.